By the afternoon of April 14th, 1912, the Titanic had already been warned. Not once, not twice, but 6 times. 6 separate messages. 6 different ships, all reporting the same thing: ice. The Titanic did not strike an iceberg by accident. It struck it after being told exactly where they were. The first warning arrived early that morning. A nearby ship reported large ice fields directly ahead, drifting south into the Titanic's projected path. Another message followed soon after, then another. Each one was received in the ship's wireless radio room, written down and acknowledged. But the warnings did not carry urgency. They were treated as information, not alarms. The Titanic did not slow down. It did not alter course. It continued forward, doing exactly what it was designed to do. The radio room that night was overwhelmed. Titanic's wireless operators were not officers. They were employees of a private communications company paid by the message. Their priority was passenger traffic, congratulatory telegrams, social updates, messages sent ahead to New York. The backlog was massive. Warnings from other ships competed with messages from wealthy passengers, all demanding to be sent immediately. At one point, a nearby vessel attempted to send another ice warning. The response was blunt: "Keep out, shut up, I am busy." That message never reached the bridge. By that point, the culture aboard the Titanic had already been set. The ship was more than transportation. It was a statement. It represented a world convinced that technology had finally outpaced nature. Newspapers had called it unsinkable. Passengers believed it. Crew absorbed it. And confidence, once it spreads, is difficult to challenge, especially when questioning it would mean slowing down. Slowing down suggested doubt. And doubt had no place on the world's largest ship. That night, the Titanic was traveling at nearly full speed. The captain had retired to his cabin. The officers on watch felt no immediate concern. The sea was calm, the sky was clear. The lookouts stood in silence, staring into darkness, without binoculars. They scanned the horizon with the naked eye, relying on moonlight and instinct. What they didn't know was that the calm itself was a lie. Normally, waves reveal icebergs long before impact. Foam breaks against the ice. Movement gives shape to danger. But that night, the Atlantic was unnaturally still. No waves, no whitecaps, nothing to betray what waited ahead. The ocean appeared empty, and emptiness can be deceiving. At 11:40 p.m., the iceberg appeared, not looming, not dramatic, just suddenly there. The order was given to turn. Engines were reversed, but momentum does not negotiate. The Titanic scraped along the iceberg's side quietly, almost gently. Many passengers barely noticed. Some felt a shudder. Others felt nothing at all. Below the waterline, steel plates buckled. Seams opened. Water began pouring in. Reports reached the bridge quickly. Then came the calculations. The Titanic could remain afloat with 4 flooded compartments. It had 6. At that moment, the truth became unavoidable. The ship was not unsinkable. It never had been. As lifeboats were prepared, confusion spread. There were not enough boats for everyone. Many were lowered, half empty. Some passengers refused to leave a ship that looked perfectly fine. The radio, silent hours earlier, came alive. Distress signals were sent out into the darkness. Calls for help broadcast across the same ocean that had issued warnings all day. By the time assistance arrived, the Atlantic had already decided. The Titanic slipped beneath the surface in the early hours of April 15th. Over 1,500 people were lost, not because of ice, but because warnings were normalized, because confidence outweighed caution, because no one wanted to be the one who slowed the ship down. The Titanic did not sink because of an iceberg. It sank because everyone believed nothing could go wrong. And by the time doubt finally arrived, there was no time left to act.